Who are your heroes? When I was growing up, I remember watching Superman. I remember watching Batman, all these amazing figures. Wolverine, one of my favorites. I remember seeing these guys and I really looked up to them when I read about them in the comic books. It made it even better for me when I got a chance to see them in a cartoon series. And then it got me extremely excited when I got a chance to see a live action movie in the movie theaters. It was larger than life. These were my heroes. Then I think about when I watch sports and I think about Michael Jordan, Muhammad Ali, and all these great figures. And it's one thing to see them on your TV screen, but it's a whole nother thing to wait outside for them to sign one of your jerseys or sign one of your boxing gloves, or either to go to a live event and to see your hero. Oh man, that got to be life changing. Then I think about all of the action stars that I love to watch. One of my favorites was Jean-Claude Van Damme. I tried to mimic every movie I saw, every kick, every split that I saw. I had to do it. Sylvester Stallone. Oh man, when he was in Rambo, and Rocky, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Commando, and Total Recall, and so many movies that we can call out. Steven Seagal, Hard to Kill, and Above the Law. So many great movies. I saw these guys and I looked up to them. Hey, I want to be muscular too. Hey, I want to learn martial arts too. And don't have me mention Bruce Lee. We all tried to mimic something that Bruce Lee did, even if it was just a wall, you know, trying to holler and mimic his voice. We looked up to these people. Your heroes. Think about that for a second. These are people that we grew up on. We grew up watching them. We grew up paying for a movie or paying for an event. And then wrestling. Oh, I love wrestling. When you're dealing with me, we can go as far as back to Bruno Sammartino. We can go back to Hulk Hogan and Macho Man Randy Savage, the Ultimate Warrior. We can go back to Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart. We can go back to Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock. We can go back to so many great figures, The Undertaker, and so on and so forth. Heroes. We look up to these men. Looking back at that, I also think about football. I looked up to Barry Sanders. I looked up to Deion Sanders. I looked up to Joe Montana. So many great quarterbacks and running backs and linemen. And I wanted to be just like them. So much so that I ended up playing football myself. And so these people became our heroes, people that we looked up to, people that we patterned our life after. If you look around now, for those of us who are of older age, you'll notice that majority of your heroes are getting older. They got some gray hairs. Jean-Claude Van Damme not able to kick like he used to. They may even have to use a little CGI to help clean up the way some of our celebrities look. You know, a lot of the basketball players and football players that you grew up watching are wrestlers. A lot of them have retired because they are getting older. So if they're getting older, then obviously, you know, we are too. So the question is, are you somebody's hero? Yeah, we lived a long lasting life of looking at other people being our heroes. But are you someone's hero? Have you been a person who has lended out a helping hand to bring someone up? Have you been the type of person to say something encouraging to uplift someone's spirit? Have you been the type of person to go into your wallet and pull out some money to help someone make a purchase or to pay a bill? Have you been the person to stop a fight from happening instead of just watching it? Have you been the person that stands in the gap when nobody else will do it? Are you a hero? I can't answer that for you. You got to think about that yourself. If you're not a hero, my question to you is, why not? You have seen all of these great men growing up. Why are you not realizing your potential? Why are you not realizing your purpose? You were born a hero. You were born a conqueror. Now, of course, everybody may not be a leader, but every last one of us was blessed with God-given talents and abilities that we can utilize to not only help ourselves, but help others. I think about my father. Out of all the people I called out, I can think of, he is my greatest hero that I can actually touch. I can actually talk to. My greatest hero growing up. I remember writing a paper on him when I was younger because I was so proud of my dad, the type of work that he was doing. I also admired him because everybody that I knew of, men, women, and children, they respected him. And he didn't even have a lot of money, but he was well respected. And you know what? God has blessed me still to this day. He's still living. And every time he walks in a store or walks in a room, he is still well respected. Nobody openly looks down on my dad. Majority of the time when they see him, they run over to shake his hand, give him a hug, ask how he doing, how my mother's doing. He's well respected. That's my hero, my main hero. Now, what about you? Is it your father or is it your stepdad? Is it your brother? Is it your uncle? Who stepped in the gap for you? Who was there to uplift you when you needed? Who was there to have the birds and the bees conversation with you? Who was there to teach you about shaking another man's hand with a firm grip? Who was there to tell you about having eye contact when you speak to someone? Who is your hero? If that person is dead and gone, it's all right. Hopefully you have some pictures and some videos or maybe some written documents to where you can reminisce on this person and strive to live a life where you can continue their legacy and honor it in the way that they would have you to, while also carving out and blazing a trail for your own self. Heroes I love to talk about them because I'm going to tell you this today, my friends. When you turn on the TV, you have a lot of anti heroes. Kind of like Deadpool. He's a hero, but then again, he's kind of a villain. Better yet, he falls right in the middle. He straddles the fence. He's an anti hero. We have a lot of shows today like that. We have a lot of people today straddling the fence. They're neither a hero or a villain, they're right in the middle. But that doesn't work, my friends, when it comes to God. You can't be lukewarm and also be hot. You got to pick one. You can't be pro-devil and pro-God. You got to pick one. It's the same way when it comes to a hero and a villain. Because everybody idolizes the bad guy, the villain. But what about heroes? You remember the song that says, "We need a hero." That's what we need today. We need a hero to stand tall and do what's right. We need a hero to speak truth instead of a bowl full of lies. We need a hero to walk with purity and honesty before his fellow man. We need someone to lead his family in the right way. We need someone to discipline their children when their children needs it. We need someone to strive for success at all costs, just not the cost of your soul. We need a man that is well respected among his peers, not one that will take bribes or will sit there and take back talk from other people. Not calling you a person that has to fight everybody, but I'm talking about a person that stands up for what he believes in. That's the type of man that we need today. We need a hero. Every day you wake, look in the mirror and search for that hero inside of you. No longer are we just looking on TV and reading stats of other people that maybe we'll never meet and calling them our heroes. We appreciate them and the things that they have done for society or the culture. But I want you to step into the place of a hero. That way somebody else can be looking up to you. Hopefully it's your wife. Hopefully it's your children. Hopefully it's your co-workers. Hopefully it's your church members. You are a hero. It's time for you to act like it. Stand tall, not only on what you believe in, but stand tall on the word of God. Realize it all starts with you. It all starts with me. So let it be legacy.